This is the story of the magic calabash. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a dense forest, there lived a humble farmer named Kofi. Kofi was known for his kindness and generosity, but he often struggled to make ends meet. One scorching summer, the village suffered a severe drought, and Kofi's crops withered in the fields. Desperate to save his family from hunger, Kofi ventured deep into the forest in search of food. As Kofi wandered through the forest, he came across an old wizened woman sitting by a stream. She appeared frail, yet her eyes sparkled with wisdom and mischief. Kofi, always courteous, offered her the small portion of food he had brought with him. "Thank you, kind stranger," the old woman said with a warm smile. "In return for your generosity, I shall give you a gift." She handed Kofi a seemingly ordinary calabash, a type of gourd used for carrying water. "This calabash is magical. Whenever you are in need, simply ask it, and it will provide." Kofi was skeptical, but thanked the old woman and returned to his village. That night, with his family gathered around and their stomachs grumbling, Kofi decided to test the calabash. He placed it on the table and said, "Magic calabash, please give us food." To his astonishment, the calabash began to glow and hum, and soon it overflowed with steaming rice, fragrant stew, and fresh fruits. Kofi's family ate heartily that night, their hunger sated and their spirits lifted. Word of the magic calabash quickly spread throughout the village. Kofi, ever generous, used the calabash to help his neighbors, ensuring no one went hungry. The once struggling village began to thrive, and the people lived in harmony and plenty. However, a wealthy and greedy merchant named Mensa heard of the magic calabash and coveted it for himself. He visited Kofi and offered him a fortune in gold for the gourd, but Kofi refused, knowing the calabash was meant to help those in need. Undeterred, Mensa devised a plan to steal the calabash. One night, under the cover of darkness, he snuck into Kofi's home and took the gourd. In his greed, Mensa demanded the calabash to give him endless riches. But the calabash, sensing his selfish intent, did not respond. Furious, Mensa hurled the gourd to the ground, shattering it into pieces. The next morning, Kofi discovered the broken calabash and was heartbroken. He gathered the pieces and returned to the forest, hoping to find the old woman. To his relief, she appeared by the stream once more. "Kofi," she said gently, "you have used the calabash wisely and selflessly. Its magic lies not in the object itself, but in the spirit of generosity and kindness. Though the calabash is broken, your heart remains whole. Continue to share and care for others, and you will never want for anything." With those words, the old woman vanished, leaving Kofi with renewed hope. He returned to his village, and though the magic calabash was no more, the spirit of generosity it inspired endured. The villagers, inspired by Kofi's example, worked together, sharing their resources and looking after one another. From that day on, the village flourished, not through magic, but through the power of kindness and community. And Kofi, though he never saw the old woman again, lived a long and contented life, surrounded by friends and family who cherished the lessons of the magic calabash. Don't forget to subscribe.